Okay, CoPays. What is it? What does it do? How is it different from the word coinsurance? Is it better to buy a health insurance plan that has CoPays over a health insurance plan that does not have any CoPays?
I have no idea.
We're going to answer all of that in this video, which is a 5-part mini-series of Health Insurance 101 Basics.
Yippee.
But first, if you don't know who I am, my name is Health Insurance Mark. I'm him. I'm an active health insurance broker licensed in 20 states, been shopping health insurance plans to thousands of individuals, families, and businesses for over a decade now, with a career-to-date annualized volume of over $10 million in health insurance premium on solo production alone. I make these videos so that I can help as many people as I can not get sold into a health insurance plan just because it's affordable. It's undeniable that most health insurance plans suck.
You don't say.
This channel is meant to help you find the least suckiest health insurance plan on your own without a health insurance agent. So, like the new Deadpool Wolverine movie slogan goes, let's fucking go. So what's the point of this video? Well, it's to help people not compare the word copay with coinsurance for one. What's a copay? What does it really do? Copays are a fee whenever you have to see a doctor or pay for a medication. So, for example, when you're shopping on this website on Health Sherpa, disclose your zip code, household, income. Let's say you're a solopreneur shopping on your own because you have your own YouTube channel now, you quit corporate America and you're just shopping health insurance, and you realize these premiums aren't very affordable. But let's say you got diabetes type 2 and you got to see the doctor every 3 months. You want to look at plans that have specialist visit copays. This one sucks because you pay 50% of the bill after you reach your $9,000 deductible. You're not going to reach a $9,000 deductible based off of doctor visits per year. Something major has had to happen to you if you're going to reach that $9,000 deductible. So you scroll down. This one has a copay of $45, but that's just for doctor visits, not specialists. Doctors like PCPs, primary care physicians. This is really meant for if you got a boo-boo, you got a flu or a cold. 505, still at 505, no copays. It's a luxury to have a copay with a health insurance plan. This, finally, I found something that has a copay, but it kind of sucks. It's a $100 copay. Specialists, without using health insurance, they're going to charge anywhere from like $300 to $500, depending on where you are in the U.S. I guess you have a luxury of paying $100 if you were to pay $508 a month for a 40-year-old. This one's a little bit better. For just $70 more or so more per month, you pay $573 and you only pay $40. Okay, $40 for the doctor doing this, talking to you and consulting you. Let's look at this plan deeper. There's the copays again, $30 if you got a cold or flu to go see a doctor. Here, specialist is $40. Whether you see dermatologists, gynecologists, podiatrists, cardiologists, any doctor that ends in an IST is a specialist because they went to medical school longer than primary care physicians or general practitioners. Therefore, they charge more. There's no copay for a preventative care visit. I made a video about this in the previous video about how it should be free so long as you're healthy and your results are normal. Copays also apply to prescription drugs. Oh, by the way, these copays are $30 and $40 so long as you're in this network. How do you find out if you're in the network? I'm going to make a separate video on that, but you definitely have to make sure you're in the network.
Okay, got it.
Because if you're not in the network, or your specialist is not in the network, or your doctor is not in the network, you're not going to pay $30 or $40. You're going to pay whatever they're going to charge you. So that could be like $200 or $300, whatever they charge. So even if you're paying $573 a month, if you're not in the network, you're still going to be paying a retail price tag for whatever that specialist that is not in the network will charge you. What else? All right, let's look at the urgent care copay. Let's say shit happens to you this evening as you're shopping for health insurance, and all of a sudden you can't stop throwing up because you ate some funky guacamole from your local neighborhood block party. So the urgent care room happens to be open Urgent care rooms usually close at 7, but it's different in other areas of the country, of course. But if you happen to make it to the urgent care room, you only pay $40 copay for the doctor doing this, talking to you and telling you what's wrong. But let's say you sprained your ankle or you fell somewhere, and that doctor in the urgent care room recommends you to go get like an x-ray in the next room. Let's say it's a bigger accident and you need like a CT scan, a CAT scan, a PET scan, an MRI, whatever. Anytime you use a medical device, you will not be subject to just a $40 copay because you are using medical devices. So let me bust out a sticky note here. So let's say in the urgent care room, you had a terrible, let's say another pickleball injury, got hit in the eye, and your eye is bleeding. That would suck. So you go to the urgent care room, you pay a $40 copay just for the doctor in the urgent care room talking to you and diagnosing you. That's it. That's what you pay $40 for. Well, let's say the doctor in the urgent care room says, let's go get an x-ray, a CT scan, a CAT scan, a PET scan, an MRI, whatever scan. But let's say that he or she recommends you to go get an x-ray. X-rays can be, let's say, $200. Your deductible for this plan is $6,200. So as long as you're in the network, you're going to continue to get a network discount. Network discounts can range anywhere from 20 to 30% average network discount. So let's say you get 25% off the $200 x-ray charge. That's like $50. So take $200 minus $50, that's going to equal $150 balance. Well, you still have to pay $40 because the doctor was talking to you and telling you what to do or what medication to take or what x-ray to take. So you take the $40 copay and then you add the $150 balance, and your medical bill is going to be $190. So don't be under the impression that all you have to do is just pay the copay whenever you go to the urgent care room. That's just for the doctor talking to you and telling you what medication to take or what labs or x-rays or CT scans to take. Because you see, outpatient procedure, it says full price here, but again, as long as you're in the network, you will get about 25% off if you have a decent major medical plan.
Miss Reynolds, you have no health insurance.
Okay, so let's look at the prescription meds. So let's say you're a 40-year-old dude that takes like a generic, a brand, a non-preferred, and you take like Magic Johnson HIV level specialty drugs that are on like $250 copay. You got to make sure before you buy a health insurance plan that you look at the drug formulary. A drug formulary is just a fancy terminology for like a PDF that has all the drugs that are covered within the health insurance plan. So when you click on that link, it's going to take you to a different page. It is, make sure you download this. Download. So as you can see, this is over 153 pages.
Is that a lot?
Holy shnikes. And there's typically like 4 tiers of drugs.
I'm listening.
Tier 1 is a generic. Tier 2 is a brand. Tier 3 is non-preferred brand. And Tier 4 is a specialty. And when you look at this document, it's got all the drugs.
Boy, I'll say.
Let's say you got diabetes. Let's look at metformin. These are all the metformin kinds of drugs. This is the generic kind, drug tier 1. Tier 3, it's a little bit, this is kind of a brand name drug. Yeah, this one right here, Walgreens glucose, this is a tier 4 drug. It should be expensive. I can't even pronounce this freaking drug right here. Like, how the freak do you pronounce that? How do you pronounce this?
No clue!
This drug. Mention in the comments. Help me out. So, yeah, you only pay this copay if the drug that you take is within this drug formulary. Be sure before you buy the health insurance plan that you check to make sure that your drugs are in the formulary.
I got it.
So that's CoPays in a nutshell. As a recap, a copay is just a fee whenever you have to see a doctor or pay for a medication. Make sure you're in the network so that you pay that copay rate. And if you go to the urgent care room, don't be under the impression that all you got to pay is $40. Usually in the urgent care room, a doctor's going to recommend you to go get like an x-ray or something. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Watch this video right here because I'm going to show you how to shop doctors and hospitals that are in the network. Before you buy a car, you want to make sure you test drive it. And before you buy a health insurance plan, you want to make sure that your doctors and the hospitals that you like to go see are in that network. That's an important video for you to watch. I'll see you in that one.